Hey Mims, how are you?
How's it going?
Where are you right now? You look like you chilling in the king's chair right now.
I'm actually at my house in my office.
Oh, that's a nice office chair. Real throne like.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
All right, so we getting ready for the new album to come out. New album's called Guilt. So, like, what's that all about? Like, what are you guilty of?
You know what? It's crazy because if you take a look at my career and you know what I've been blessed to receive in the last 2 years, just financially, and then you take a look at the economy and where things have headed with other people, even friends and family, especially fans. You know, my guilt pretty much lies in the fact that I've been able to prosper at a time where I feel like my country and my fans and my family and friends haven't, and they're suffering. And you know, obviously, you see, I'm in my home. I'm in a great situation. You know, I can sit in front of you, relaxed, because I'm not worried about where my next meal is coming from, and I've been there before. But I'm not there right now, so I think that's the guilt emotion for me. And what the album represents is that sensitive side of me that wants to connect with the fans and wants to continue to connect with my fans. You know, I want to make sure that if I give them topics, it's relative to what they're living and going through.
Now, you mentioned family. A lot of people don't know that you lost your mom when you were really young. Like, what's that like living without her being here and be able to see your success? How was it like growing up
I
without
mean,
her?
it's happened so long ago that you know you sort of become numb to the situation.
What's
Where's
going
my
on?
dog? My dog is breaking in. Let
Oh,
me get him in the shop. Come on. So you're gonna be able to see all that take place. Look, see?
oh, look at him. He's so cute. What's his name?
His name is Music.
Music. All right. Oh, you're so cute.
Yeah. But like I was saying, you know, I think I've become so numb to the situation that you know, like all it allows me to do is be more positive. You know, I know that I went through hard times growing up, so I want to make sure that I'm a positive influence on the people around me and even my fans who've been through the same situation. You know, a lot of people lose family members or loved ones when they're young. So I think I just represent that audience, and I want to make them know that you know you don't always got to give up when you feel like times have been pressed against you, and that's one of the things I carry with me every day.
Okay. Now, how has your music evolved since the first album?
I think it's because of my mentality. I think because as I mature as a man and as an adult, naturally my music is going to evolve. You know, 5 years ago, I was probably the party goer. I was the one popping Cristal in the club, and you know, I was the one looking to have a good time every night and party and party and party. Now I'm just a little bit more conscious. I realize some of the things around me that matter. You know, maybe helping people. I mean, getting involved in the lives of children, helping children out along the way. Like we said, some of the people that live life is really similar to how I've grown up, and I think I focus a lot more of my attention on helping people as opposed to just wanting to live this party animal lifestyle.
Now, let's get in heavy on the album. Like, when is it dropping? What features you got? What producers did you use?
The album actually drops April 7th, so make sure y'all out there go cop that. April 7th, the album comes in stores. Um, I got a lot of good features on this album. You know, really, in my opinion, very different from what anybody would normally put on a hip hop project. I got a record with Kamani Marley called One Day, and the record is honestly, it's not a hip hop record, but it's a record that I feel moves in a positive direction. There's a lot of positive progression with this record. It talks about positive issues and positive things. Um, I also have a record with Nice and Smooth, the old school rap group. You know, I'm paying homage to the old school by working with some cats from that era that actually paved the way for me to do what I do. And that collaboration was crazy. So that's on the album. I also got a collaboration with Latoya Luckett, who's on my label, who we got a record called Love Roller Coaster, which is actually gonna be my second single. We're shooting a video to that in a couple of weeks. So
Yeah, you
I'm
always do
just
a record for the ladies. You always have
yeah,
a record.
I got to.
Okay. And some producers you worked with.
On the production side, I'm introducing some new cats in the game. I got these cats called the Interns. They're based out of Chicago, and they did about 8 records on this album.
Wow.
And normally you got artists in my position who have hundreds of thousands of dollars to spend on the recording process. And what I do, instead of going out there and getting the big name producers, I make sure that I bring up, I create careers, and I create the talent around me, and I bring them up with me. So I'm working with the Interns. I got the Blackout Movement on the album. They did This Is Why I'm Hot.
Yeah.
I got a new cat out of Atlanta called Califat, who's on the project. He's hot. I mean, he got 2 records on my album. So 10 out of the 14, 15 records that are on this album are from new producers.
Okay.
And the one record that I did get that was from a well-named producer was Jim Johnson. We did a record called Rock and Rollin'. And when I tell you this is going to be one of the most freakish, like, bizarre, twisted records you hear in hip-hop, I'm glad, because I feel like I pushed the envelope musically, and I think a lot of people are going to appreciate that side of me.
Now, a lot of people don't know that, like, before you got on, you produced as well. Have you, like, buried that because you're, like, an artist now, or do you still produce, or what's going on with that?
You know what? I'm more involved in the executive production side. To me, it's a different form of producing. The way I look at it is, I know what music is supposed to sound like. So I like to orchestrate it. I like to be the person that puts it all together. So if I need a certain beat, or guitar, I'm able to say, look, this is what this record needs. Let's go out and find somebody that can make that happen. And I think that's the stand I take on producing. There's a lot of cats out there that are like that. Hence, the Puffies and the Jermaine Dupri's. And I think that's something that fits me well, very well.
So is that why you started American King Music, to have like that sort of side of the industry as well? Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, I started mainly because I was frustrated where I feel the labels, even though I love my label, labels aren't necessarily gun-ho about developing artists nowadays. Yeah. They're more focused on making money.
Yeah.
So I need to have a company that's designed to create a buzz for me, even when the label can't. And that's what American King is about. And not only do I do it for myself, but I also do it in return for other artists to come that I plan on signing. I got a new kid out of Toronto. His name is Obi, and he's got a record called Miss Good Cookie, and record is bananas. So we're about to release that real soon, and I think the world's going to be surprised with what I got up my sleeve.
Okay, now I want you to, like, real quick, just address the haters, everybody that said that This Is Why I'm Hot is like the biggest record for you that you ever gonna have, one hit wonder, you never gonna have a hit like that ever again. What do you have to say to those people that says that This Is Why I'm Hot is it for you, and like there's no more MIMS?
Honestly, I think it's crazy because as I do a lot of these blog interviews, and you notice, like, usually below the interview there's a lot of comments. Yeah. And a lot of people make, comments, but it's almost natural for people to hate. I don't know why. Like, I think hating to me is contagious. 1, 2, it takes a really negative, how should I say, a real negative, low self-esteem person to worry about what the next person is doing enough to comment negatively.